All right, Virgo, welcome to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for January 22nd to the 28th of 2018. I did end up getting sick over the weekend, so I do apologize if I sound raspy, and I'm not going to be doing video with this. But let's go ahead and look at this like we normally would, so all of you do get the information for the week. So let's start with last weekend. Last weekend, we had the Sun and Venus shift into your fifth house of self-expression. I think it's a fantastic week for this. I think you can be gaining energy through maybe some hobbies or interests, expressing yourself however you might do that, maybe taking some healthy risks, right? Like, I don't know, something fun that's a little risky, but not, obviously within whatever is reasonable for you. This is what the fifth house is. It's the house of fun. It's the house of self-expression. So great area to focus on, great area to gain energy through. You could even be enjoying some of this as well this week with Venus in that fifth house, and maybe a bit of that self-expression in your relationships as well. So what we have this week is a lot of aspects with your ruler Mercury. Mercury is going to be conjoining up to Pluto on Wednesday to kick things off. So I think there's this transformation with you taking place this week. And this does happen once a year, but it's still, I think, significant when it does. It's this yearly sort of transformation for you. And for you, this is involving this fourth house right now. I think this whole cycle that just started last week is about the development of your home, your roots, your foundations, and a lot of you, your health as well. So anything you can do to be non-attached, I feel like, when it comes to the home, the health, family stuff, past, it's going to help this transformation occur. And it's going to happen naturally anyways, but by us being non-attached, it can facilitate it, right? And then we're on the right side of the transit. So non-attachment to outcome, non-attachment to what we want to control, what the ego wants to control, right? And being willing to change and transform and shed some things and let some things go and let some aspects of ourselves die, really, when it comes down to it. So the more willing we are to do that, the easier it is. But again, it's more neutral. I don't think it's going to be challenging. It's just you transforming, shedding some old skin, just coming into this new rebirth. So once we get to about Thursday, though, you do have this nice inspiration with this. Since we've had Pluto sextiling Jupiter, now we have Mercury sextiling Jupiter going into Thursday, where you're seeing the potentials with a lot of this and the big picture perspective. And I think too, what's transforming is your career and your productive life and your achievements in life. So there could be some transformations with that. But once you get to about Thursday, there is this bit of inspiration about probably your resources or finances, maybe even some opportunities here with this. And it really is a reminder that all of 2018 is about this. All right, this is the area that's expanding for you with Jupiter, helping you access more of that self-worth, self-reliance, and externally, manifest some opportunities financially and with your income. So there could be some literal opportunities with that, but at the very least, I think you're just feeling a little bit inspired there with your self-worth and seeing the positive side, I think, of that transformation, which is great. So then once we get to the weekend, Mercury does square up to Uranus. So this is collectively challenging, but there is a constructive way of working with this. So do find that for you. I think what is going to be felt here collectively is this wanting to break free of any limitations. And this could have to do with relationships for you with Uranus in that seventh house. So listen to that side of yourself that wants freedom, because this is in many ways your higher self with Uranus, your higher octave of yourself, and is wanting some sort of freedom in relationships. All right, you might be in a relationship wanting freedom in there. Maybe your partner's wanting freedom, but maybe you really do as well. Or maybe it's you're single and you want, to have a little bit more of a spontaneous, freer type of energy with your relationships in general. So whatever it is, listen to that and find that healthy way of the grounded way of implementing it. Because with the square, we want to jump off, what do they say, the handlebars, right? We want to make sudden decisions, sudden choices, a bit anxious with it. So without jumping the gun, listen to the freedom and see what is the long-term grounded approach to it. How can you, over the long term, with patience and discipline, implement that freedom, right? And I think that's going to be very apparent as you go into next week. You're going to be seeing, I think, more of the constructive use here of how you can have freedom in your relationships, how it can be grounded and constructive, and also how you can implement that freedom that you're wanting with your relationships into your personal life, right? Into your home life, which is where Mercury is, your ruler, which is what's being built right now, is these foundations with your personal life. So you'll see that going into next week, and yeah, build it one step at a time. I think you'll find it to be very constructive. All right, so Virgo, have a fantastic week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon for the next forecast.